Hey, what's going on, guys? Before we start, I have a couple updates before we actually get right into what we're going to be talking about today. So it's a massive week within crypto. A lot of things has actually occurred, right? We have gotten, obviously, the Ethereum ETF set to start trading in the United States on July 23rd. Right? There's a lot of different things going on within the industry. Obviously, it's election year. There's a lot of things and a lot of catalysts at hand for this market, right? But before we start, let me update you guys. If you guys haven't already, go claim my free ebook. Link is in the description. And obviously, if you're on Instagram Live, link is in the description as well, right? We're talking to you guys, and we're talking to you guys. So, link is in the description. Go find that. If you guys want gems on, the secrets of how to actually really break down this market and get insights of this market and really understand this industry and do due diligence on your own, tap into the free ebook, right? It's free, and get the gems, right? All right, so guys, this is massive news. The Ethereum ETFs are actually set to start trading in the United States on July 23rd, right? This is huge, right? Let me break this down a little bit more, right? What is ETFs? What are ETFs? ETFs stand for exchange traded funds, right? These are products that are offered by huge institutions, right? Huge asset managers like BlackRock, Fidelity, right? They offer these products to their customers, right? And obviously, it's not the actual asset of Ethereum. It's not the actual asset of gold. It's not the actual asset of Bitcoin that they're offering them. They're offering them an ETF, which is backed by that actual asset, right? Backed by that actual commodity. All right. So as you can see here, these are the different ETFs that are actually set to start trading during July 23rd, right? July 23rd is actually next week, right? And guys, this is massive. I mean, this could really start the run of alt season. This could really start the run of altcoins, right? The Ethereum blockchain is going to have a lot of capital and a lot of inflows coming into the network, right? So there's a lot of things to break down about this whole thing that's happening, right? First, let's get into what are these ETFs? What are the different ETFs that are trading, right? Mainly the same ones that were approved, the Bitcoin ETFs, right? The same ones that the Bitcoin ETFs are the same ones that Ethereum's ETFs will be. So those are the asset managers that are actually interested in getting into this market with Ethereum, right? Are the same people, are the same asset managers that have obviously applied and got approved for the Bitcoin ETF, right? So SEC, obviously, last week SEC had basically said, asset managers, guys, submit your final drafts because we want to get the show on the road. We want to get this started very soon, right? So first and foremost, right, obviously you have BlackRock, right? BlackRock is the world's biggest asset manager. They have their Ethereum ETF, and it's going to be called iShares Ethereum Trust, right? You have Grayscale, another massive asset manager that will be starting, will actually launch on the 23rd. You have ARK Invest, ran by Cathie Woods, right? ProShares, Fidelity, right? VanEck, Hashdex, Franklin Templeton, Investco, Galaxy Digital, Bitwise, right? You have all of these asset managers that are offering Ethereum ETFs to their clients, right? In order for these guys to actually even offer an ETF, they need to buy the actual asset of Ethereum, right? Understanding that's very important. Why is that important, right? It's important because, guys, the amount of money that's about to flow into this industry is going to be insane, right? They need to buy Ethereum, the actual asset of Ethereum, in order to offer these products to their clients, right? So billions and millions and billions of dollars are going to be flowing into the actual asset of Ethereum, which will actually pump the price of Ethereum much higher, right? You guys seen what happened when Bitcoin's ETF was launched, right? Bitcoin's ETF, when Bitcoin ETF was launched, the price of Bitcoin was sitting at $38,000, right? And once those inflows started coming in, Bitcoin went up 88% and reached a new all-time high before the halving event at $73,000, right, per coin. So that shows the effect that these ETFs actually do have on these assets, right? So if you guys been stacking up, right, kudos to you guys. If you guys have been actually dollar cost averaging into these coins on Ethereum's network, right, Ethereum itself, you guys will be rewarded. You guys will be truly rewarded this bull cycle, right? But obviously we have Bitwise, Invesco, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe it's 9, 8, 9, 10 ETFs for Ethereum, right? So, and this was rather pretty fast that they have actually approved and actually are, you know, starting to trade, right? Starting to get launched right on July 23rd. So, you know, watch out for that. Obviously, I don't think Ethereum is just going to blow tops like right out the water. You know, we might see a little sell-off due to, you know, this being news. And then right after that, we're going to have massive inflows over the next couple of weeks, right? Coming into the Ethereum network and blockchain, right? So another thing that I also wanted to mention to you guys is that Ethereum also had an upgrade, right? They had an upgrade back in, I believe it's 2020, 2021. That upgrade was called EIP 1559, right? If you guys can remember, or if you guys have never heard of it or are unaware, right? EIP 1559 makes Ethereum, the asset of Ethereum, deflationary, right? What does it mean to be deflationary? Well, if inflationary means that obviously it's getting inflated. What does inflated mean? When you blow air into a balloon, right? The balloon expands. More air is being pushed into the balloon, right? So inflated means that there's more supply, just exactly like the US dollar, right? We have been experiencing inflation, right? That is because more money is being put into the current supply, right? So there's more money being printed than being burnt, right? There's more money being printed than being burnt. And that's the problem with the dollar. And that's why we're experiencing all this inflation, right? Now, Ethereum has a protocol called EIP 1559, right? Hold on.
ETH 1559 is an Ethereum improvement proposal that was put forward by Vitalik Buterin in 2019. This is from coincodex.com.
Okay, thank you, Siri. But anyway, EIP 1559 basically is a burning mechanism, right? ETH actually gets burnt, right? When I mean gets burnt, it's literally like being burnt out of existence, out of the total supply. Ethereum's coins are being burnt out of circulation, right? Out of supply, right? So this creates a deflationary environment. For those that know, right? If you look at supply and demand, the less there is of something, and the less there is of something, the more demand there is for that thing, right? Versus if you have a lot of different, if you have more supply for that one thing, right? Then obviously there probably won't be a lot of demand because there's a whole lot of it, right? Which means that price won't actually go up, right? But if you have a deflationary currency like Ethereum, where they have a burning mechanism, and there's more ETH being burnt than created, that leads to a deflationary ecosystem, and that leads to a deflationary environment. ETH's price is going to be running, right? If you have more ETH that's being burnt than being created, then you have a deflationary environment, right? Burning and the creation of ETH and the burning of ETH happens every single day, right? As you guys can see here on my screen, obviously, here's the burn rate, right? Here's the burn rate every 24 hours, right? So you have 0.46 ETH being burnt per minute, right? So it's about $1,600 being burnt per minute, right? And obviously ETH is basically at a price of $3,515 as we speak, right? So the total burnt ETH currently is around 44 million ETH that has been burnt in total since this whole protocol has come out, right? Now, why is this so important? Why is the EIP 1559 so important, right? Well, guess what? Every single transaction, every single thing that you do on the Ethereum network, the more activity there is on the network, anytime you buy an NFT, anytime you mint an NFT, anytime you transact, right? Anytime you transact Ethereum, that Ethereum is being burnt, right? Ethereum is being burnt as those transactions are happening, right? The more transactions that are happening, the more Ethereum that gets burnt, right? So having activity for the chain is an amazing thing, because that actually does push the burning, and the burning pushes a deflationary environment, right? Why is this so important, and why is this so big? It obviously is because when it comes to the Ethereum ETFs, remember guys, these asset managers have to literally buy actual Ethereum in order for them to back their ETFs, right? And if we have millions of dollars coming into the ecosystem, that means more ETH will be burnt every single day, right? Creating that deflationary environment, of course, even more deflationary environment, of course, right? So obviously when there's more demand for something, or when there's more demand for something and there's less to go around, the price of that actual asset, or the price of that good or service, or the price of that asset will go up, right? That's just math, right? So without further ado, we have something on our hands here, guys. I mean, if you guys are holding Ethereum, guys, be ready for this run, because tops are going to be blown off. Like trust me, Ethereum is going to hit new all-time highs. The Ethereum ecosystem is going to really flourish, right? But by the way, guys, this website right here is called Beacon Cha In. So that's what this website is called, if you guys wanted to go to it. Next, you have ultrasound.money. This is another, you could say, Ethereum dashboard that tracks the Ethereum analytics, right? So the current supply of Ethereum is sitting at 120,000, right? Of course, that grows every single day, but obviously understanding where the world is headed, understanding blockchain technology is literally up and coming industry, right? And also EIP 1559 was implemented, right? We will see the supply vary, right? So obviously if there's more being burnt than being created, this basically obviously has a deflationary effect on the current supply of ETH, right? Now obviously right here you can see that over a 7-day time frame that Ethereum's supply has grown, right? Now that's nothing to really worry about, right? Because remember, Ethereum has a lot of use case, right? You could build decentralized applications. A lot of the developers in the space, a lot of developers that are a part of huge companies, right? They're going straight to Ethereum. They're going straight to Ethereum to build on their blockchain, right? Huge companies. I'm talking huge companies like Amazon, right? Amazon, Walmart, right? These huge companies are coming to Ethereum to build on top of their blockchain, right? And obviously here is the flippening, right? Flippening of Ethereum and Bitcoin. This is the market cap, of course, so market cap ratio, right? Use the gas fees, etc., etc. But if you guys understand where I'm going, right? I mean, Ethereum is really about to blow, like understanding those concepts alone, right? Now, if we look at the chart right here, we're looking at Ethereum's chart. One thing I do want to go over is when the Bitcoin ETF was launched. Bitcoin's ETF went live on January 11th, right? So the month of January, January 11th, 2024. Let me be specific. The month of January is right here in this candle, right? So at this candle, right, the price of Bitcoin was around 40,000, 38,000, right? $38,000, $40,000 Bitcoin in January, right? After these ETFs launched, massive inflows of capital has obviously came into the markets due to the buying pressure from these asset managers having to buy actual Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin literally from the close of the month of January went up around 73%, right? And now Bitcoin created a new all-time high at $73,794, right? So that's a 75% increase. That's a lot. That's huge, right? It's basically almost doubling your capital, right? On Bitcoin, that's basically almost a 2x, right? Now for Ethereum, if you guys understand how Ethereum moves and Ethereum works, right? Bitcoin, when Bitcoin 2x's or when Bitcoin, 3x's, a lot of altcoins will do more than that. Will run more than Bitcoin. So when you're looking at a 2x on Bitcoin, you're probably looking at like a 5x on altcoins, 5 to 10x on altcoins, right? So as you see right here, Ethereum ETF is set to launch in July, right? July 23rd, right? Now from let's say obviously, we didn't close yet, but from this point on, right, if we do get a 75% increase, we're looking at, I can't even, hold on, I'm about to go off. Ethereum is about to run off the screen, guys. If we're looking at a 75% increase, which obviously is being conservative, understanding that Bitcoin's price, literally, altcoins run more than Bitcoin. If we're looking at a 75% increase, we're looking at around a $6,000 Ethereum, right? That'll create that'll like be pushed for Ethereum. That'll create new all-time highs for Ethereum, basically, right? But there's a lot of different things happening, right? I mean, obviously, I'm not going to say that's going to happen. That's just speculation right now. But if that were to happen, if Ethereum were to push the same percentage as Bitcoin, we will see around a $6,000 Ethereum right after this, couple weeks after the Ethereum ETF start to go live. But I mean, we do have a lot of liquidity still sitting under these lows, right? I mean, I won't be surprised. This is definitely not off the table. You still have liquidity sitting below these lows, right? And even below these lows right here, right? I mean, what do I think that it's going to come down? I mean, I'm not too sure, right? Right now we are seeing a huge push up. The Ethereum ETFs do start trading live on July 23rd. So I'm not too sure if we're going to actually see a push back down these levels just because of exactly what's happening, right? I mean, if we do get a sell-off when that does occur, we could probably liquidate the zone, right? Seeing Ethereum push back into the zone and then running. But I mean, I'm not too sure if we do trade back into those zones, right? I mean, we might just see a push up, right? But this right here is not off the table yet. But do I see us coming back down here? Probably not. $2,000 Ethereum, I don't think so. I don't think we're even going to get close to that, right? But guys, this is all great news. I mean, right now we're post-halving, we're election year, right? Trump is set to speak at the Bitcoin conference. I mean, you have a lot of catalysts at hand, and I believe that if we do see a Republican in office, or if we see a Democrat in office, right, the market does react to those different things, right? I mean, from what I've seen in my lifetime, when it comes to what I have observed, right, I have observed that when a Democrat's in office, the market usually tends to pull back, and when a Republican's in office, or anybody other than a Democrat's in office, which obviously the big two parties, Republican and Democrat. I usually see the market usually run when a Republican's in office, but that's just an inference. That's just an observation, right? Do not really want to go into politics too deep, but obviously that's something to look at if you're going towards the future, right? If you're looking to go towards the future, because the Republicans, they're more so pro crypto, right? The Democrats are kind of on edge when it comes to the industry, right? So seeing Trump speak on July 27th at the Bitcoin conference, that would be very good to hear exactly what he thinks about the industry. I know he's pro crypto, but exactly what he's looking to bring to the industry. So that would be massive. But ending this video, right? I mean, Ethereum ETFs are set to launch July 23rd. Look out for that. Be ready. Prepare. Right? If you guys aren't prepared, I mean, you had massive pullbacks. I mean, guys, look, Ethereum pulled back around 27-30%. Yeah, 27-28%. Like literally a month ago, right? We've been in this consolidation area. I mean, you had all of these areas for dollar cost average. Just looking at this market and staying on the sidelines isn't going to help your case. So getting into the market and actually doing your due diligence, doing your research, and doing your being involved, it's something that could be life-changing, and something that can really lead you to other areas within your life, right? So without further ado, right, we have, summing it up again, Ethereum ETFs that launch on July 23rd. Look out for that. And if you guys haven't already, go get my ebook. It's free, right? I mean, why would you not want to learn and really get a little bit more acclimated with this industry, right? There's a lot of gems in this book. So without further ado, go like, comment, and subscribe, and really tap in to what this industry has to offer, because guys, this industry is just starting, and there's so much things happening when it comes to developers, right? Where the developers are at is where the money's at, and the developers are on Ethereum and Solana. Just keep that in mind. So without further ado, I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe.